Hello, welcome. Thank you, Craig and Cooper, for coming down here to this fabulous North Bondi Surf Club here for the Bondi Snapshot.
Thanks very much for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Old stomping ground.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were literally born on this beach almost, weren't you?
Well, yeah, both of us. We grew up down here. I was a very proud North Bondi nipper. I probably got to the sausage chisel quicker than Cooper did, but I tell you what, we know a lot of good memories, and it's just a great place to grow up.
They call it the grassy knoll now, but it was North Corner to us always, and the Bondi United people were up the furthest end of the hill there, which we look at, and then the Paddington Colts were down this end, and yeah, very much some fond memories growing up surfing here, 6-12 hours a day as kids, and looking out there now, there's a few waves even as we speak.
So you guys obviously been great mates for a long time. It's led to you guys working together. When did you set up RadioHub?
We started in community radio in 2003, and we got kicked off that quite quickly. I think the studio manager at the time, the Who Shall Remain Nameless, called us insightful, informative and high octane, but we didn't fit between the gardening show and the lawn bowls hour.
I wouldn't imagine you guys would fit.
Right, it was just it was a timing thing. I said to Cooper, life's about timing.
So we got booted from there, and then by coincidence, when Bondi Beach Radio moved from Kalua Street up to the golf club,
Yes.
Bush saw an opportunity there. I think they were actually moving all the equipment into the golf club, and basically just asked if there was a sports show, and the guy said no, and that was that, and we did that for nearly 3 years every Saturday. Built up quite a cult following. Then we moved on and started doing a podcast for the Roosters. Spoke to Dave Gingell, got permission to do that with the club in a garage. And then fast forward to 2014, and we built a little studio, and that was how it all began.
And you built the Caravan. Tell us about the Caravan.
He rang me one day, goes, mate, have you gone to Gumtree? I said, yep. He said, there's this old Bondwood Caravan. He goes, could you imagine doing mobile podcasts? We do so many events. You host these events, board riders, surf clubs, Wairoa Special School, the Bondi Business Chamber, Junior League. So we went down, and this thing was just like, when I say whalebone, it had no outsides. It just was the carcass, but it was an old Bondwood. And it's just a good way to get mobile podcasting, get CEOs, people who are time poor. We can take the Caravan to them, or there's special events that we take, life pods we call it, and Cooper and I try and, someone's got a party or an event and they want to capture the moment in audio. We go down, sound record it later on, and they listen to it later really fondly. So it's been good to us.
But the interesting thing, I suppose, is what has happened in this time of COVID is podcasting has given everybody a sense of, is it belonging? I mean, people have really turned to it. Have you found that's really increased your business?
What I found personally is that with people working remotely, communicating with your team is really important. We've been quite bullish in promoting private podcasts for teams and businesses.
Wow.
And Mary and I focus on more of the fun stuff, the community-based stuff. Podcasting's for everyone. It can be someone with a bit of an interest or a hobby, or it can be someone that's really serious about communicating a clear message. And there's opportunities at our studio. We have our premium studio, which our corporates come into. In our community studio, local sporting organisations, we're creating some great little snapshot memories, pardon the pun, like you are. We're big fans of the Bondi Snapshot, and we use that in an audio sense.
So tell us about Roosters Radio. I mean, this is one of your great achievements.
My grandfather is in the Roosters Hall of Fame. He was a coach. He coached in the era of Jack Gibson and stuff, so my whole life I've been mad Roosters. Cooper's father coached at the Roosters, played at the Roosters. Cooper and I both represented Roosters in junior club level. We always wanted to be Roosters. We weren't good enough or tough enough, although Cooper did lead the Roosters out onto the SCG we talked about.
I was the ball boy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But there's a synergy there. We put together a pilot, and Ted Hellier at the time at the Roosters absolutely loved it, said, guys, this is really good.
I think what we're really proud of is we were the first official club podcast of any NRL club. So most football clubs have got them now, but we can say hand on heart we were the first one. Yeah, so that's something we're really proud of.
Who can do a podcast?
Honestly, anyone who has a passion for a niche or a subject.
Everyone's doing something differently themselves. Everyone's doing it a different way, and podcasting's for everyone.
If you can educate, entertain or inspire someone, or two of those, you've got a good show there. There's more than 1 million podcasts on Apple Podcasts at the moment. How to get cut through is really difficult there, but it's a platform that is growing. People consume their content, via podcasts these days as opposed to reading. I mean, we say, when was the last time you read the last paragraph of a newsletter? But we can change that into a podcast where you can listen to it, going for a walk on the beach or commuting to and from work. So the sky's the limit. We don't know where it ends.
Yeah. I'll just add to that. I mean, I want to thank the CEO of Zoom and I want to thank the creators of COVID because, no, I mean that, I'm joking about, because it's brought about a new sense of, communication that had to be done either offline or using technologies. So podcasting will do to communication what the iPhone did for us for communication, I guess. And we're doing things like audiograms that feed off podcasts, and we're interacting and doing some global partnerships in America with different people and different studios to be able to use their platforms to get the message out there.
Well, look, well done. It's been fantastic as always. And I just want to thank you also for your support of the community in general. I mean, you guys, Bondi United, Paddington Colts, Warrowa School, North Bondi RSL, North Bondi Surf Club, you're out there, and I really appreciate your support of everything.
Well, can we thank you, Marianne, because we get such news out and education out of Bondi Snapshot. What I love about the Bondi Snapshot is there's so many interesting people in Bondi, and I watch it all the time because you don't know who's on, and you do a great job of interviewing in this little great place, so keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.